First, we opened up with communication and started to understand the transactional model of communication. So we started with the sender, coming up with the message, going, okay, this is what I'm going to say. Sending it out via a particular channel. That might be talking, might be face-to-face talking, might be over video, might be message, etc. It's then picked up by the receiver. So they decode the message, interpret it based on their mental model, and they respond, so giving that feedback. The noise, so anything that interrupts the communication flow, and the context, so what period of time, place, society, history, all those sort of things. So make sure, have a quick read again of that textbook bit and just get that down. In terms of presentations, they were a big part of your assessment, and I hope you didn't make any of these presentation pitfalls. So things to think about here was that failure to speak to time, your equipment failure, your poor audience analysis, inappropriate pace, distracting mannerisms, disinterested speaker, inappropriate visual support, and information overload. Couple of things to remember here about how you look. So we talked about appearance, body language, eye contact, facial expressions, gestures, and your posture. And also how you sound. So volume, enunciation, pace, which I'm being quite quick, and pitch and inflection. Hopefully you're able to use your huddled presentations to practice a lot of these things, try out some new things, so when you got to your assignment and where it was really worth the marks, you were able to nail that. The other thing there being the types of visual support, so the models, props, posters, diagrams, charts, table and graphs, and handouts. From week 1, we understood communication, but in week 2, we needed to understand who we are. When you're tackling an exam question around something like this, the first thing to think about is self-awareness. So why are we doing it? Well, we're understanding yourself and the way that you relate to others, develop better personal relationships in business and personal life, capitalize on the strengths, and enable self-improvement. Remember those things. And then we use the 4 different tests. So the Myers-Briggs, the Big 5 personalities, social styles, and emotional intelligence. What you're going to be asked on the exam, if you get a question around this, will be comparing and contrasting the tests. We're not going to ask you to name the particular areas. It's going to be very specific around comparing and contrasting. What are the strengths? What are the weaknesses of them? What is one test telling you? What is the other test telling you? How does that link back with self-awareness? Is it telling you your strengths? Is it helping you enable in self-improvement? Think about all these sort of things because they're going to be very important for the exam.